And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Welcome back to Pokemon TCGO Center. In today's live stream, I'm gonna play with Charizard deck, but this is gonna be a Charizard built on, let's say, budget. So just in case if you're a new player and you really want to somehow get in the game and you don't know how to do it, I'm gonna actually help you. This is gonna be the easiest way to start playing TCGO. So what you're gonna need here, it's gonna be 2,000 tokens. So first of all, you're gonna need to get 2,000 tokens. When you get 2,000 tokens, you're just gonna go straight to the shop. Actually, 1,000 tokens. You're gonna go straight to the shop. You're gonna go to the decks and you're gonna buy yourself 2 copies of Charizard. Once you do that, you're gonna get 4 copies of Charizards. You're gonna get Farfetch'd. You're gonna get Nidoqueen, a very powerful card, which says that once during a turn you can search your deck for a Pokemon that is not Pokemon GX or EX related, put in your hand. It also has a decent attack as well. You're gonna get some Nas balls, switch cards, timer balls. You're gonna basically get a playset of everything that's playable. A playset of Copycat, playset of How, playset of Cynthia's. Once you buy a double Charizard deck, and then you're gonna go to Deck Manager, obviously, and then you're gonna build that Charizard deck. So it is gonna be pretty simple. You're gonna just grab yourself. Okay, so sorry for that. I need to first go to my collection and open another team deck. There we go. Alright, so now I can go to my deck manager and I can build easily Charizard deck. So it's not something super hard to do. So we're gonna build Charizard deck with 4 Charmanders, 3 Charmeleons, and what else we can tech in this deck? So for example, if we just want to play with team deck, then I highly recommend you to add pretty much Nidoqueens because they're also part of this deck. But let's just take a look at the Charizard card as itself. So Roaring Resolve ability, once during a turn you might put 2 damage counters on this Pokemon. If you do, you can search your deck for up to 2 energies, attach them to this Pokemon and then shuffle your deck. And then with Continuous Blaze Ball, you can hit for 30 plus 50 more for each energy that you discarded. Discard all fire energies from this Pokemon. This attack does 50 more damage for each energy discarded in this way, which means that you can hit for like 130, maybe 160 or something like that. So a decent amount of damage for sure. All right, so let's actually build this deck so it can be competitive, right? Let's just go and let's just try to build it somehow on competitive level, right? I don't have too many cards available on this account. This is just, you know, a new account that I recently decided to build, and we'll be looking at this deck. So all right, let me see what I can put inside. Dita Mach as a tech, Dita Zebstrika as a tech. So why not? I know that many players will just try to play a... Okay, for sure, we can do that. Let me see. So I can play maybe Oranguru. I'm gonna need Marshadow as well as Tapu Lele. I would definitely try to play Flareon GX with it, but I'm just trying to build it on the budget with the cards that I actually have right now on this account. So let's go with Zebstrika. We need Marshadow and Tapu Lele, so Tapu Lele, Marshadow, 4-3-4 line. That Nidoqueen sound like a good idea. What about one Slugman, one Macargo as well? Ah, no. Nah, actually... Actually, I want to play Muck. I don't know why. Because everyone will just try to play Jirachi, so we're gonna try to shut that Muck somehow. So this is a good way to turn it off. Probably a lot of people will say, why then you're gonna play Marshadow and Tapu Lele if you're gonna play Muck? It's pretty simple answer. I guess I don't need to answer on that. And what else? We need maybe a couple more Pokemons. I mean, that Nidoqueen is very good tech in my opinion, so I'm gonna definitely tech one of it so I can use Queen's Call. Midorina. So Nidorina evolves from this Nidoran, and since I'm gonna play 4 copies of Rare Candy, I'm just not gonna use Nidorina anyways. Alright, so fire energies, we need plenty of fire energies. I think probably around something about maybe... Actually 10 energies sounds like enough. I mean, I'm probably just gonna tech some energy recycle systems. Okay, and how many retreat costs we have with Charmander? We have 1 retreat cost, we have 1 with the Ditto, we have 1 with Blitzy, 1 with the Marshadow as well, and only Pokemon that has more than 1 is Nidoqueen. And of course, Muck, so we cannot forget about Muck. Okay, we don't need this, we need some Guzmas. Hustle Belt is a very interesting card, but Charizard has 150 HP, so I think Hustle Belt could be a good tech in this build. Alright, so some Nazball play. Some Nazball play, some Pulpad. Elm's Lecture, 70 HP Charmander, nope. If Charmander is like a 60 HP, I would definitely consider using him. But since it's not, I guess it's just waste of time doing that. Timer Ball, maybe. I'm considering about playing him. Maybe 1 copy of Vulcan. I mean, I'm very limited with the cards at this moment, so I just don't have too much available resources there. Maybe Kukui, maybe Custom Catcher would be nice if I can have one. Acrobike is also a good way to go. Alright, so let me see. 1 Ditto, 4 copies, 3 copies. Okay, Rare Candy. Oh, I have 0 Rare Candies. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, no problem. We're gonna trade something quickly for Rare Candies. Meanwhile, I'm gonna just add 4 copies of Rare Candy. Must have, in my opinion. Oh, I need Lily. How in the world I forget about Lily? Probably 2 lilies would be enough. And I'm not gonna go with the choice band just by the hustle belt play. Gonna try to surprise my opponents with the hustle belt play. Couple Nazballs. Fill blower for sure. Acrobike not needed. Timer ball not needed in my opinion. Professor's Kukui not needed. Walkner 1 definitely. Then Pulpet, Tate and Liza ×2 just in case. And we need some energy recycle systems. And we actually need 2 copies of energy recycle. Alright, so I'm missing 6 cards. So 2 energy recycles and 4 copies of rare candy. Charizard. There we go. My boy Charizard. I'm gonna bring some fire up. Hopefully. And right now we are moving to the trade section. We're gonna try to sneak somehow some of the cards needed for this deck. And we're also gonna try to find Heat Factory as well on the public trade. So let's see. I'm giving probably 1 pack of Burning Shadow for rare candy ×4. Somebody will definitely trade me 4 copies of rare candy and maybe energy recycle system. I know that those cards were much less, but it doesn't even matter, right? And then I can trade, let me see, Altar of the Moon. I can trade 1 Cassius. I can trade 1 Escape Rope. I can trade probably 1 Fisherman, and I can try to get Heat Factory. I think I'm gonna need to add a couple more things. In my opinion, maybe 1 Lysander. Maybe I can add even 1 Nazball. You know, I'm just getting rid of those cards. If you can, yeah, sure, just send me if you have those rare candies. I just need them. Rare candy Heat Factory, if you have, just send me so I can just, you know, test it. Do I have you as a friend? Still no. So I'm gonna need to find 1 space for Heat Factory. So Heat Factory with Zipstriker could be very useful thing. We are waiting for rare candies and energy recycles so we can just try to do some matchups with the Charizard. Oh, I didn't even... oh, actually, I got some cards. My trade is complete, so I got Heat Factory. Okay, so... got the Heat Factory, so I have right now Heat Factory. I just need those energy recycles and the rare candies. Meanwhile, let's go quickly through the deck list. So we have Ditto that can evolve pretty much into Charmeleon, Zebstrika, or maybe a Alolan if it's necessary. Then we have 4 copies of Charmander with the Amber, following with 2 Charmeleons and 4 Charizard with Roaring Resolve and Continuous Blaze Ball. There's also 1 Blitzel and 1 Zebstrika as a tech for the draw support with extra Heat Factory. And I also have a Marshadow and Tapu Lele for the draw support. In addition, there is 1 Nidoran and 1 Nidoqueen with the Queen's Call. Also in this build, which says that once during a turn, you might search your deck for a Pokemon that isn't Pokemon GX or EX, reveal it and put it in your hand and shuffle your deck. It is a very good and powerful ability in my opinion. Basically, you can search your deck for any Pokemon you need at any specific time, which is a very good thing. And then from the item cards, we're going to find in this deck 2 energy recycles, so we can recycle some of the energies once we discard them. A copy of Field Blower if it's necessary for those escape boards. We also have Nazballs, Pulpad, Rare Candy, Rescue Stretcher, Ultra Ball, and couple and draw supporters. Alright, let me just go quickly through my collection so I can just trade something. Let me just wait a second. Oh, it's not, none of those cards are actually tradable. Oh my gosh, they're all locked. So I'm just trying to get something that is not. Wow. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have much more luck with energy cards. There we go. Mark for trade. Right? Okay, so still need just like one copy of Rare Candy. This is gonna be easy to get. You can always trade 1 Cynthia for Rare Candy. You're gonna get it the moment you list it on the online. I'm like 100% positive in that. And I'm wondering why they didn't actually include some copies of Rare Candy in that theme deck. Probably because it would just, um, cost too less for the price that you could get. So probably that's the case. But what if I go to public offers and see what about Rare Candy cards I'm getting? Yeah, of course. I don't understand this type of trades, to be honest. When you're giving 3 very playable cards for something that is just not playable at all. Makes no sense. Five Sun Moon packs for 71 random cards, including the rare candy and just random trash. So if you're looking to get some of the packs easily, you should just try to trade cards like this guy did. I would consider this trade as tradable, but the rare candy is just from the Sun and Moon, and I don't like it. I just want to have rare candy from this set, but I don't want to give to a one Celestial Storm pack because it's just it doesn't worth that much. So okay, let's just I don't know. Who cares? Let's just get that rare candy. Who cares? I need that candy anyways, so I don't want to wait 25 more minutes for the single rare candy. It just makes no sense. Come on. I'm gonna play one game with Greninja meanwhile. While I'm waiting for that rare candy to arrive. One of my favorite decks, for sure. Greninja GX. Team up hype is real. There's like a lot of there's a lot of good cards from this set that's gonna be much more playable in the future than right now. Some of those cards are actually Ingo and Emmet, in my opinion. Also, Jasmine is not that bad. That Airmail Pidgeotto will also be good. I don't know why people don't like it, but personally, I think it will be very, very good. We have Zapdos, we have that Jirachi with powerful ability that's just way too good, and it's also very expensive at this moment, around $15 to $20. It all depends where you're located. In the Europe, you can find it much more easier and cheaper, mainly because in Europe there's a lot of different languages available, like Portuguese, German, Italian, Spanish, French, and as well English. For example, if you live in Germany, I think you are not allowed to play if this wasn't budget, then all you need is 4 Charmander, 1 Charmeleon, 4 Charizards, 3 Jirachi, and a Ranguru, 11 energies with energy recycles. Awesome deck. Yeah, I definitely believe that this is very awesome deck. So what are we gonna do here at this opening turn? Well, first thing, I'm gonna burn this timer ball from my hand, pretty much for nothing. Then I'm gonna try to get something useful with Lily. Okay, this is very useful. DCE attachment and pass. Bad thing about Jirachi deck, right? We're looking at Jirachi Zapdos, for example, is the fact that if you bench down like 3 Jirachis, you can just, add so many damage counters that Weavile can simply use as advantage. That's the bad side of that deck. And there's a Stellar Wish. So since he used Switch, he's just trying to get some sort of escape board, so he can just, potentially attack with Zapdos. He have Energy Switch, but he already wasted like, one switch only. Yeah, he retreated first. Okay, sounds cool. What also sounds cool here is definitely one copy of Fly Flip, and potentially even Frogadier play, which will happen. So 2 damage for Jirachi. I'm ready with my Cynthia. I need another Tapu Koko on the bench, as well as maybe other copy of my... actually, in this case, I could go with... Yeah, I don't need it. And I don't have it, so it's okay. 2 Nazball cards for another Froakie. And I definitely need to play this Marshadow because my opponent hand is tremendously huge. He have like 8 cards in his hand, and I just need to remove those cards from his hand. And I'm ready for 1 energy attachment. It could be onto my Frogadier and also Fly Flip. Alright, so what can happen next turn? Basically, I can evolve into my Greninja, and I can use my Shadow Hunter GX, sniping my opponent's Zeraora, for example, on the bench, dealing 130 damage. And since I can already add 3 more, I can go up to 180. But I'm probably just gonna try to focus this Tapu Lele anyways, for 2 prize cards. Alright, another Stellar Wish. A good thing is that I can even next turn just knock my opponent Jirachi out with my Greninja, for example. I could even do that, so that's one of the possibilities available here for do. I also like this new Aerodactyl. It's so broken. Literally, you can go for 180 with Malamar. This deck is gonna be very good. So he passes the turn. All right. What about Greninja first? So I can go for Tapu Lele, I can go with my double Course Energy attachment, and if I get lucky with Super Scoop Up, I can even replay my Marsh out of things. So this is the play you really, this is the type of the play you really want to do if you can. More than that, I didn't get a single frog, so I'm ready for my Cynthia. Perfect. Timer Ball. One heads. Better than nothing. And 2 damage counters onto my opponent. Jirachi. And since I'm hitting for like 130 with my Shady Hunter, I'm gonna definitely go for the knockout versus his Tapu Lele on the bench. I'm taking 2 prize cards, which is a good thing. And the next turn I will just try to snipe my opponent again with escape rope play. Theoretically meaning that I could even go for another 2 prize cards here. And one thing is obvious, I'm gonna use my Haze Slash, which means that I'm gonna reshuffle back my Greninja into my deck. So this is something I really need to do. The only thing that can actually surprise me there would be another Energy Switch play, and maybe that Tech Bolt GX, who knows, maybe my opponent decide to do that. For instance, he can definitely do it. But I'm not quite sure how smart it would actually be, because I can power up my Ninetales quickly, and I can start dealing some heavy damage with him. But he definitely needs to take 3 prize cards there, there's no doubt about it. So Tag Ball GX, my Greninja was knocked out this turn, and also probably Ditto, maybe even Frogadier. First I need to select active Pokemon, and oh, he didn't have extra energy available anyways, so he cannot do too much here. Okay, sounds good to me. I think I can, yeah, he has zero aura, so it doesn't matter too much. Let's just go with Tate and Liza. Super Scoop Up and Ultra Ball. So I'm just looking for that Greninja GX play, and I'm hoping to get heads on the coin flip, where I can just scoop my Greninja into my hand. So 3 for his Zapdos. That would be amazing if I could flip heads on the coin flip. There we go. That's the type of the play I really want to see. And right now I can put 2 more damage counters onto his Zapdos, which means that I can pull 2 prize cards easily. Plus I can also attach energy from my hand. And there we go with the fly flip for 2 more prize cards. And I need just 2 more prize cards. And I can definitely target this Zeraora GX on the bench with my Greninja. The problem is that I'm gonna be knocked out anyways by my opponent full blitz attack. And I mean, I could just literally focus this Pikachu and Zekrom, but I rather decided not to do it. A little bit tricky here just because I don't have hand. I I mean, I do have 3 cards, but that's just not enough. And my opponent is down to 2 price cards, meaning that I have like 2 more turns to do something, right? And without top deck, I'm not gonna be able to do too much. So there's a Nesball, which we're not gonna use. There's the Greninja, and I'm hoping basically for I mean, he will retreat to Zeraora maybe. How many Electro Powers did he play? Only 1 Electro Power. Wow, that's so low. I barely managed to get that energy card, so I'm gonna Equipatch energy to my Greninja, and I'm gonna also use my... If I use the skateboard, I'm taking price cards. That the price card is for sure. Yeah, okay, I think for now I'm just perfectly good. So I'm just gonna go with that Haze Slash without energy attachment and without anything else. $180, 210, 240. So with 2 Electro Powers, he can easily knock me out. Wow, that's amazing. He can easily do that, which is bad thing, right? And I will assume that he have probably 2 Electro Powers available. And again, I cleaned my bench space, which basically means that, yeah, he had Volkner and he had Electro Power in his hand. So he would win this game if I didn't decide to retreat my Greninja into my deck. And right now I just have like 1 more turn available, meaning that I need like Equipatch thing times few turns, few things. Thunder. Oh. Did he actually do that? Yes, he did. Okay, that's pretty interesting right now, because I cannot go for 2 price cards, but I can potentially retreat onto my bench and then play Escape Rope, which is not that good play. Do I have Judge by any means? I don't. Okay, so it's not worth to do that. Not too many things available for me, unfortunately, so... I shouldn't discard an extra Ultra Ball anyways. Where to put damage? Yeah, of course I remember you. Hello and welcome to the live stream. So we're gonna put some damage onto the... Pikachu and Zekrom, and in this case energy will go to my Volcanion, and I'm just gonna retreat onto my Marshadow, so I'm just hitting in the dark, literally. So I don't know if he have Guzma. Yes, he have. So my Volcanion will probably be knocked out right now. No, he decided to go for Frogadier rather. Okay, so that's actually not that bad. Just because by the top deck I can still maybe have my Volcanion available for play. I could still get that Escape Rope maybe with... just the Ninetales top deck. Right, I mean, if he don't have another Guzma available, I can probably survive like one more turn with my Ninetales, but he probably have like 2 Electro Powers anyways, so that is a GG. I need to try that, but it didn't work. So did I manage to get rare candy finally? Looks like I didn't. But I at least unlocked my Primal Groudon. No, trade is still not over. Okay, so I guess we're gonna play with 3 rare candies. It doesn't matter too much. And in addition to that rare candy, we're just gonna add... well, I think we can go with... In this case, I think I'm gonna just try to add another Volkner. No, I don't have another Volkner, so 3 Nazballs. We're ready to go. Let's do this. Let's show the world how good this Charizard deck really is. So the game didn't even start, and I already bricked my hand completely. Okay, at least Nazball, so that's something, right? It will be one very expensive Substrika play, I can already say that, but at least I have Rescue Stretcher so I can recover my resources back. Not gonna be that bad. Even it looks really bad. It won't be that bad. So that Nazball top deck saves the day somehow, and looks like I'm gonna play versus a white Kyurem, so I'm actually weak on that deck. But it all depends who's gonna start first. And the good thing is that he also discarded his Cyrus. So I'm not gonna be struck by the Cyrus. And there's a Pheromosa as well. So he's also weak on my Charizard, but it doesn't matter, right? The player who managed to score the knockout first, that player will win. And I think I actually have a little bit better advantage over my opponent, mainly because I have faster energy acceleration, at least on the paper, but this Arceus right now doing a good job with Trinity Star, so he's hitting me for 30, and he can attach some energies to that Kyurem on the bench, so theoretically turn 2 he's already ready for that Freezing Flames. However, I managed to top deck somehow Tate and Liza, so I'm just gonna refresh my hand, hope for that rare candy Charizard play, which will not happen. At least it won't happen for now, but I can go with my Ultra Ball. And I can go with that Marshadow Let Loose play. Ah, damn it. Shrine of Punishment, Pulpad. I do have rare candy, but I don't have another piece of puzzle available. And I'm gonna try to risk with the sprint one more time and see if I can get that rare candy combo play. Not even close. Not even close. We're gonna hide this hustle belt, at least for now. And strike by the Ember. Okay, I'm gonna check that offer once the game is over. Hopefully it's not for like a whole booster box. But meanwhile, maybe somebody even accept my trade that I sent, so we're gonna see that. Okay, maybe he just decide not to attack. Maybe he just wants to set another copy of White Kyurem if it's possible. One thing is for sure, I can surprise my opponent with my Hustle Belt next turn. And do some heavy damage to him. But since he managed to put another Kyurem with... okay, so there's the Ultra Ball, which might be for another one. And first it's for Zebstrika. Oh, there's a Wishful button. And... oh, so he actually at the end decided to retreat instead. So there's the Naga with the Freezing Flames. Not gonna be good if I miss my rare candy play, that's for sure. Okay, so at least I have Heat Factory for extra 3. And still no sign of the rare candy. I don't even think I have option and opportunity to set my rare candy in play, so I'm literally gonna just retreat, evolve, pass, at least for now. Okay, so let's see. Charmander to be promoted to the front. There's one energy. Which I can attach just to have one card less available. I'm gonna play that Cynthia and not gonna find anything useful here, literally nothing. So another sprint. And again nothing. So I guess I can just retreat to my Marshall once again, evolve and pass. I mean, game is still not lost. It's far from lost, but it's also Okay, so he played sprint once again. And he threw out 2 Guzmas as well, and there's another Aqua Patch. So he's doing a good job there. There's no doubt about it. He's doing a good job here with those energies, and he have 3 attackers available. Well, I still didn't even manage to put another one. But right now I have good chance to attack with my Charmeleon, so I can evolve into my Charizard easily. So first I'm gonna use Tate and Liza, refresh my hand, grab the Charizard, put him in play finally with the help of the rare candy first. And then second, I'm gonna play my energy recycle so I can recycle those energies back into my deck. And then I'm gonna play this sprint. And once again, that was horrible decision that I made. And I'm hitting for a 130. So finally, first knockout in the game with my Charizard. And -1 white Curum for my opponent. But my biggest concern right now is how to set more Charizards in play. Alright. So there's a Pheromosa. It's quite obvious that he can retreat easily onto White Curum, hit me with the Freezing Flames and knock me out. Which means that next turn if I can evolve, I can knock my opponent definitely out. And then I just need another Charmander so I can win this war between Pokemons and attackers in play. And then there's another Wishful button, so I already throw my Field Blower out, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to. He have like 10 cards available, and there's a Lily Play, and there's a Rescue Stretcher as well, so he can recover that Curum back. Nah, of course I'm not 56, they're just joking. Alright. And this Wishful button actually saves the day for my opponent. Mainly because I don't have Field Blower, so he will have one extra attacker available compared to me. Oh, you got to be kidding me. No Charmander? Are you serious there? So the only way that I can do something here would be just to bench down my Tapu Lele. Literally, like, wow. There's not too many options available right now. I mean, the truth is I can still go with energy attachment to my Tapu Lele, and if I just decide to use my resolving roaring, I'm gonna attach 2 energies to my Charizard, and I'm just gonna hit with my Continuance Blaze Ball for like 130, which doesn't matter actually too much. Early stage of the game was not able to set up, and because of that I'm just losing this game. There's a rare candy, so maybe another Rescue Stretcher would be good thing, but overall there is a Choice Band and a Guzma play for my Tapu Lele, so immediately that's the GG. Gonna need to try another game. Hopefully this time I'm gonna have... Oh, right, there we go. Trade completed. Haha. There we go. 4 rare candies, and right now we have 4 copies of rare candy. And one card, which will be for that Nazball. I do a 24-hour live stream only for like $100, not for like $10. I mean, what can I do with $10? Not too much. But thanks for the support. I really appreciate that. I mean, if somebody really wants to donate, you can find the donation link in the video description, so you can do it. Yeah, until Monday, but like 2 or 3 hours per day, non-stop. Yeah, but the problem with those $10 is the fact that you're not gonna get $10 because PayPal gonna get some of the percentage, and also Streamlabs gonna get some of the percentage. So you're gonna probably end up with something like $8 instead of the 10. But it would be amazing to get something, but it's not necessary anyways. All right, so there we go. I have 2 Nazballs. I'm gonna set 1 Charmander. I'm gonna set 1 copy of my Nazball for something like a Ditto in this case, and I'm also thinking about using my Ultra Ball for something like let it be 2 energies into my Tapu Lele. I mean, I'm desperately searching for my supporter card. Guzma is not an option at my turn 1. And there we go with a Lily for 7. So I'm gonna play Lily. I'm gonna get extra 7 cards. Nice. There's a Shrine of Punishment, which can be used. But more than that, I just draw some Ultra Ball cards and nothing else. I mean, the truth is the Shrine of Punishment will also punish my Tapu Lele, but I will assume that my opponent might play search your deck for up to 3 in any combination of water energy and playing energy and attention to one of your benched Pokemon. Okay, so Starmie is a very useful attacking backup support for Wailord. And it is Wailord GX on the other side of the field, but my opponent like just decided to just use Hydro Pump, knock me out there. And it's a bit risky to go with Charmander in the front, but I have Guzma, which is a backup solution in this case. Yeah. So I guess I don't have way too many options than just go for his Ditto, and I'm gonna Ultra Ball for 2 energies, and I'm gonna grab myself Substrika for now, and more than that, Energy Recycle System for 4 energies, and I'm thinking about maybe just passing or going with Sprint. Rather gonna go with Sprint. Nidoran for the bench, and I'm like passing my turn. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not allowed to talk. Strong language on live stream because my account can easily be suspended. Oh, interesting. So he's just pumping this Lapras with energy cards. And I'm like, well, okay, that's very interesting. What if I play another Guzma? And what if I just retreat and knock you out with my Tapu Lele? What are you gonna do next? Well, first things first. Let's retreat. Let's play that Energy Recycle, and let's play this Zebstrika. And no energy card. You got to be kidding me there. Like, what is going on? Like, there's no energy, and I missed chance to knock my opponent out. And right now I'm gonna pay that probably by the knockout. Well, maybe he just decided to use Change Wave once again. Maybe not. Still, it's not that bad at the end, but the bad thing is that... Okay, I mean, at least if I can knock this Lapras out and grab a couple energy cards, I'm not gonna cry about that. Hydro Pump for the knockout by the weakness. Alright. Rare Candy. A little bit too late, I should say. What about this print? I mean, this is just hilarious because... Yeah, really it is. Like, what if I play my Ultra Ball and discard even more resources? I know that I don't have Mars Shadow, it doesn't matter. I mean, the game is lost anyway because from 20 cards I had like 10 energies, I couldn't get a single one, and right now I can just let my opponent to knock my Tapu Lele. It even doesn't matter too much anymore because I already throwed out all of my Charizards and all of my Rescue Stretchers, and I can just concede this game because the draw support was very bad and sad. I mean, couldn't literally set anything. Neither ran. Search deck for a basic Pokemon, put on your bench. Sounds like a good idea at turn 1. As well as Ultra Ball turn 1 for some sort of Marshadow play. Sounds even better. Alright, and there's a Ditto in play as well, which can evolve pretty much in whatever it needs. And we're gonna face this boring Night March deck. Alright, which basically means that I'm gonna set and start play by 1 Charmander play, 1 energy attachment, 1 Lily for 5. There's a Charizard, nothing else instead of that. Couple energy to be discarded in my discard pile. And then I'm gonna go for some sort of Blitzel play. Okay. Hustle Belt, and I could even throw down my Ultra Ball as well, so I can search this Marshadow, and I don't need to play my Rescue Stretcher for now. Shrine of Punishment doesn't really matter here. And again, I'm passing my turn. Okay, so Nozzle Gathering, once per turn, you might search a deck for a Pokemon that has Nozzle, attack, reveal, and put in your hand, which is a good way to go with some sort of Pokemon communication play, right? So, not gonna complain here with that Marshall play because I get my Substrika, I also have my Charmander, another one available for the bench play, and things looking good right now, especially if I can get that Muck in play. But not looking that good with that Rescue Stretcher here. You got to be kidding me there. In that moment, I lost 2 of my 4 Charizards, and then I just top deck. This is just not real. It's not going anywhere, so alright, so first Naga in the game, and I lost my Nidoran. And I'm gonna need some sort of miracle as a top deck, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to knock my opponent net to here. I guess I can just put another Charmander in play with energy attachment, and how many rare candies did I waste? None of them. Well, okay, energy recycle and Cynthia play. Okay, not sure what is going on. I mean, really not sure what is going on. I mean, I know that I have only... Yeah, I'm just done with this game. I'm gonna try to play one more game and I'm going to sleep. I just... Deck is not working without, obviously without competitive cards like Jirachi, and I think it's a little bit too clunky with too many Pokemons as well. The problem was that Nidoran was knocked out like turn before I just top deck Nidoqueen. That game versus Night March was lost the moment I discarded my Charizards with Zebstrika, pretty much. That was the moment when I lost the game. So there's a Mr. Treasure turn 1 for Marshall of Let Loose. Wow, how bad my opponent hand is. Very bad, I should say. And... Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I saw enough, I guess. So 10 damage to my opponent Tapu Lele, and that's it for now. So yeah, Professor's Elm Lecture for 2 more Zoruas and 1 copy of Noibet. Gonna play myself Cynthia and see if I can get... Yeah, interesting. Right now, unfortunately, I can't get... So, I'm using my Hit Factory because I'm desperately looking forward for Charmander so I can put him on the bench, but I simply can't get it. I'm not sure what is going on. Literally, like, what is going on? I mean... Just nothing. I mean... Luckily, he couldn't play that item lock, so I'm happy to see that. And I'm gonna throw these 2 bad boys in order to grab myself Zebstrika. Okay. I'm gonna play 1 Walkner so I can go for some sort of Ultra Ball play. I don't have Lighting Energy, unfortunately. And I can play Ultra Ball for Charmeleon and Lily. And gonna put first Charmander finally in the game. And then I'm gonna Rescue Stretcher all of those 3 Pokemons back into my deck. Finally. Then I can use my Sprint. If I get energy, I can also play Hit Factory as well. 3 extra cards, not bad. There is another Nazball, which can be used for my Nidoran, for example. And I'm passing my turn. Literally, this is all I can do for now. Next turn, I can evolve one of my Charmeleons if I get lucky with the top deck. I can think even about playing my Zebstrika Guzma combo. I'm hitting just for 30 with a Fire Fang. But the good thing is that my opponent will be burned, so I can just go for the Noibet knockout. And there's Destruction Sound. So that was not the best thing in the world that my opponent did there. But at least he got me there. Somehow, I should say that. And I'm just still using my Sprint. I'm not relying on this Tapu Lele play. Okay. There is a rare candy combo for this Charizard, and I can use my Hit Factory as well. And I really want to retreat my Nidoran and save him somehow if it's possible, and quite obvious that it is possible. I can still play my Cynthia, maybe even hit another rare candy Nidoqueen combo. Well, there was a rare candy, but nothing else than that. I'm attaching the last 2 energies onto my Charizard, which is very, very painful. Alright. Yeah, I mean, Nidoqueen, it is just part of the deck here, mainly because I don't have enough cards for it, so I needed to put something inside, right? But I don't know, I mean, I kind of like Nidoqueen, to be honest, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing Nidoqueen in the future. So my opponent can somehow discard 2 tools, 2 item cards, but he actually rather decided to retreat to his Marshadow. So Marshadow versus Marshadow, Metapod versus Metapod, right? I do have Hustle Belt and Cynthia Play. I have 0 energies left in my deck, which is just insane. And 4 in my discard pile, right? Yeah, definitely retreat. Energy recycle play. And after that, 1 Ultra Ball. I mean, I can still use my item card, so why not to do it if you can. This looks a little bit better, I should say. Let's go with the sprint, see what we can get. Rare candy. Once again, no sign of my Nidoqueen. Not even energy. But at least I'm knocking this Marshadow out, hitting for 180, discarding unfortunately 3 energies. Very expensive attack. And I'm getting Ultra Ball. So right now with that Ultra Ball, I can actually finally get that Nidoqueen, but probably my opponent will item lock me, so that will not matter too much, I guess. So there we go with the Ultra Ball, which might be for a Zoroark. An interesting decision that was. Still he can play Tapu Lele. So Tapu Lele into Lily. And finally there's a Noivern, so right now my opponent can use this toward item lock me and basically prevent my Charizard and my hand from item cards such as the Hustle Belt, for example. But there is no doubt about it that I need to just hit hard my opponent there. In this case, if he plays Acerola, that's gonna be devastating. So hitting for 130. Alright, so another 50 damage, and he decided to concede. Alright, so that's a GG. I'm not quite sure if I have another energy recycle system left, but it is a GG. I hope you guys enjoy watching today's live stream. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, sub to the channel for more videos. Once again, there's a deck list that I used in this video. Not the best, not the worst, but definitely not the best in the world because it needs much more improvement overall, and I think I should actually consider in the next version removing those hustle belts, adding muscle bands, maybe more energies, maybe no Nidoqueen, no LL Mach, just 4 copies, 4 copies of Charizard, probably with the 2 Zubstrika, Marshadow, top level play, and with more energies. And I think in that case deck would work much better. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. So have a nice day and goodbye.